Nice meeting you. Today we will be modeling an electric motor. An electric motor is a device that turns electricity into motion, and it's seen in countless everyday devices and machines. This model we'll be working on today has the terminal box. It has the back cover, which we'll be starting with. It has the ribbed housing, the mounting bracket, which is used to secure the motor on any frame or platform, and the shaft onto which loads are attached. Please consider subscribing, like this video. It helps it reach a lot more people, and leave a comment down in the comment section below. I'll be glad to read them. Okay, so we are going to start with the cap. You first click on new, and then you select the standard IPT and then create. Okay, so we'll start with a 2D sketch. You click on 2D sketch. Now let's choose the plane we want to work with. We will be choosing the YZ plane. Select the YZ plane and choose the line command up here. Okay, so we go to the center and draw our first line, which will be vertical. The length of that line is 87.5 millimeters. Press enter. Let's zoom in a little bit. The second line is going to be a perpendicular line of 50 millimeters. 50, enter. Okay, let's right click. Okay, so we can get off the line command. Now let's apply some fillet. Let's apply some fillet. Let's select the fillet command, a fillet of 20 millimeters. So we'll select these two lines. There you go, our fillet has been applied. Right click and then OK. Now we want to offset what we've done so far. So we'll choose the offset command and select the reference line we want to offset from, and input the distance we want to offset from. In this case, 5 millimeters will be fine. Enter, right click, OK to get off the command. Now let's join these two drawings we've done so far. We select the line command again and then join the two lines, this and that. Let's right click, OK. Now we are going to be revolving what we have done to get a cap. Let's go to the 3D model tab, choose the revolve command. What are we revolving? Automatically it has been selected. Now let's choose the axis to revolve around. The axis will be this one. We'll select it, and then there you go. We have our cap. Press OK, and this is what we have so far. Okay, so now that we have our cap, let's go ahead and create some vents in the back. So let's select the back side, sketch, choose the circle command, make a circle from the origin of diameter 27 millimeters, enter. Another circle again of diameter 54, a third circle of diameter 81, a fourth one of diameter 108, and then the last one of diameter 135. Enter. Before we continue, let's right click, press OK. Before we go on, let's make some circles constructional lines. So this circle, that one, and this will be constructional lines. Let's create the vent now. Let's select the circle command. First, draw a circle here at the intersection of this vertical line and the circle we have here. It just hover around it until you see the yellow dot rather, and then you draw your circle of diameter 10 millimeters. Just right click and then OK. The circle is not constrained yet, but don't worry, we will constrain it soon. Now we want to pattern this circle all around the first constructional line we have here. Let's select the circular pattern command. It gives us some options here. It's asking of the geometry we would like to pattern. We want to pattern this geometry, so we'll select it. And then the axis to pattern around, in that case, it will be this one. And then the pattern number we want. You can choose any number, but for me, I'll leave it at 6. Okay. Now let's constrain it. Choose the dimension, select the center here, and then any of the other circles. I'll choose this one, and then just keep the dimension as it is. So you just click select and then OK. We'll do same for all the others. Let's draw our circle. So we'll draw one circle here of diameter 10 millimeters, another circle of diameter 10 millimeters, another one 10 millimeters. Okay, let's right click to press OK and get off the circle command. Now let's pattern the 3 circles we just drawn. Circular pattern is asking us of the geometry we want to pattern. It will be these 3. So select the first one, hold down the control button, select the second and the third. Now the axis, we can choose any of them. Then 6 patterns is OK. So we press OK. Now let's try to constrain them. Click on the dimension command. Now choose the center of this circle and the center of that. Just go with whatever dimension you have. Just click it and press OK. We'll do same for the other blue colored circles. So you select the center and then the origin. You just drag it to the side. Go with whatever dimension you get. Now the last one. Go with whatever dimension we get. Okay, so now our sketch is fully constrained. Let's finish the sketch now and then we are going to extrude. Extrude command. We want to extrude to a distance of 5, but it's not going to be a join, it would be an extrude cut. Let's select the profile we would want to extrude. Is this, that? So we'll go ahead and select all of our pattern circles. Let's not forget the one in the middle we left, this one. Alright, extrude cut. Let's be sure of that so we don't extrude join. Okay, there you go. Now we have our cap with the vents. Let's continue our sketch by creating the body on which the ribs will be built on. So let's select this face, sketch, choose the circle command, draw a circle from the origin all the way, or a circle of diameter 165 mm. Press enter, right click, OK. Now we want to extrude that circle. So to the 3D model tab, extrude command. The last circle we just drawn is already automatically selected, and so we specify the distance for the extrusion. Let's choose a distance of 200 mm. We press OK and there we have it. Let's go ahead and create the ribbed housing. So we'll choose this face, sketch, select the 2-point center rectangle, draw a rectangle here on the inner circle of length of 12 millimeters. Press tab so you can change the other dimension. The width is going to be 2 millimeters. Press enter. Let's zoom in a little so we see what we are up to. Right click, OK. Now let's trim some parts off. So we choose the trim command here. Let's trim this, that, and then this one. OK, it says we should remove the dimension before we are allowed to trim. That's fine. So we'll cancel here and remove this dimension. Let's right click, OK. Select this dimension, delete it for now, and then let's go ahead and trim the final line. There we go. We trim this and that as well. Right click, OK. So now let's put back the dimension we deleted. Dimension, let's select this line, OK, and then go with whatever dimension we have. OK. All right, let's constrain it some more. So from the center or the origin all the way to the edge of this rectangle here, let's go with the 88.5 we have. Okay, so now we have our half rectangle, if I should say, fully constrained. Let's finish the sketch and extrude this last rectangle we drew. Extrude command. We are extruding to a distance of 195 millimeters. The face is this. Let's select that, and yes, it has been extruded. Let's press OK. Now let's pattern this around the entire cylindrical body. Let's select the extrusion, just the last one we did from the work tree. We select it and then choose the circular pattern command. The feature is selected already. So now let's go ahead and choose the direction we want to put the pattern. Okay, it is giving us a default number of 6. Let's change that to 50 or even do 60 so we get some more volume. Okay, and there we have our ribbed housing. Let's go ahead and draw the end cap. On this face, sketch, choose the circle command, and let's draw a circle of diameter 165 millimeters. Enter. Let's finish the sketch and extrude that circle we just drew. Let's extrude it to a distance of 20 mm. Okay, on that same face, we'll draw another circle, but this time of diameter 150. Enter. Let's right click, OK, finish our sketch, and then extrude that circle to a distance of 20 mm. Okay, let's apply some fillets now. So we select the fillet command. Let's apply a fillet here and another one here. A fillet of dimension 10 mm. Okay, there you go. On this same face, on this face, we are going to make another circle, but this time the diameter of that circle is going to be 40 mm. 40, enter. Let's right click, press OK. We're going to extrude cut that. But before that, let's finish the sketch. Extrude, Let's choose extrude cut, but we want to cut that to 5 mm. Let's select that circle, which will be this one, and press OK. There we go. Now let's put our shaft in the middle of this extrude cut. Let's select that face, sketch, draw a circle of diameter 24, enter. Let's right click, OK, finish our sketch, and extrude that circle, but this time to a distance of 50 mm. Okay, all right. We will work on the mounting bracket now. So for the mounting bracket, we will need an additional plane. So select the plane here, choose offset from plane. Now let's select the plane we want to offset from. We want to offset from the XY plane, so we'll select that. It is asking us the distance we want to offset from. We choose a distance of 150 mm, but we see the plane is moving further. So let's negate it. Negative, so we get it in the middle of the body of our motor. Okay, now let's select that plane and make a sketch on the plane. Okay. So first of all, let's draw some constructional lines. So we'll select the line command, or straight, yes. We'll select the line command and draw a vertical line here, and then a perpendicular one here. Let's right click, OK. Let's select these two lines we just drew, control, select the other one, and make them constructional lines. Okay, so let's select our line command and draw a line from the end of our constructional line here all the way up until we meet the first circle. We'll draw another line again perpendicular to what we just drew. To the left, we'll go up a little, to the right, and then up to the first circle. Let's right click and then we OK. Now let's dimension what we've done. So the constructional line, let's give it a dimension of 50 mm. The vertical line, we will be giving it a dimension of 10 mm. The distance between these two lines, give it 10 mm also. The distance between this line and that line, we'll give it 37. Then the distance between this and that, let's also give this 27. Finish the sketch and extrude. Extrude. Let's select what we want to extrude, which will be this one. We want to extrude asymmetric. So we'll select this, and then the distance A, let's change that to 75. And then the distance on the opposite side is also going to be 75. So that we get the mounting bracket directly in the middle of our body. Press OK. Let's hide the plane, right click it over here, and then turn off visibility. Let's mirror the mounting bracket also on the other side. We drew just one, but we want to mirror it on that side. To do that, let's select the extrusion of that on the work tree here. Choose the mirror command, and then the mirror is selected already, so we just have to choose the plane we want to mirror it. So we select the YZ plane to have it on the opposite side. Now let's go ahead and put some holes for the bolts on the mounting bracket. Select this face and then we'll sketch. Let's bring that section into focus. Okay, this is fine. We'll select our circle command and draw two circles on that face. Right click, OK. Let's apply some dimensions. The Diameter of this circle is 10 mm. Other one is also 10 mm. The distance from the edge to the center of the circle is 12.5 mm. The distance from this edge to the center is equally 17 mm. We have that fully constrained. The distance from the center to the center of the other circle is 125 mm. We'll give same dimensions to the other circle also. So here we have 17. Okay, it's fully constrained. Let's right click. Okay, we want to extrude cut these two circles. So let's finish our sketch. Extrude. Let's select these two circles. Choose extrude cut, not extrude join. Extrude cut. Press OK. Let's mirror these two holes on the other half of the mounting bracket. So we'll select the extrusion we just did from the work tree. Choose the mirror command up here. Mirror in the YZ plane. Okay, we have our holes on both sides. Let's work on the last part, which is the terminal box. And for that, we will be needing an additional plane. So let's select our plane, offset from plane. We will be offsetting from the XZ plane. It's asking us to specify the distance. The distance is going to be 130, but negative, so that we get the plane on top of our body. Okay, now let's sketch on the plane. So select the plane, sketch. Let's move this a little bit around. Now select the 2-point center rectangle and hover it in the middle here until you get the green dot. We'll be using that as a reference for our rectangle. So we'll draw a rectangle. The rectangle, the width of the rectangle is 80 mm. Tab and then 120. Enter. Right click. Okay. Let's finish our sketch and extrude. Extrude. We will select the plane, which is this, and that. I will press OK. To make it more realistic, let's apply some chamfer. Before that, let's hide this plane. We don't need it anymore. So we right click on it and turn off visibility. Let's apply some chamfer. Let's choose the chamfer command. Apply the chamfer to the 4 edges. The chamfer distance is 5 mm. We'll apply that. Now our motor has taken shape. Let's apply some colors to even make it more realistic. So I like to apply my color by selecting the whole body. So first we'll look at the terminal box, which is usually black. So we'll give it same color. The terminal box, let's look for it here. Is this extrusion. So I select it in the work tree and apply color. So let's drop this down and choose annoyed black. Okay, but we don't get it on all of the sides. So for the remaining sides, let's manually do that. Hold down the control key and select the 4 edges we have left, and that. Now let's apply annoyed black. Okay, for the remaining part except the shaft, I will be giving it a blue color. So let's select as many as I can. Again, through the work tree, so I'll select the both holes, hold down the control key. Let me look for other parts to select the mirror. Okay, the extrusion, we'll give that blue as well. And then what again? Yes, this entire body as well. That body, this body also, circular patterns, this extrusion as well. Yes, as many parts as I can select for now. Okay, that's fine. Let me apply blue. What's the color? Yes, blue wall paint glossy. Okay, great. It looks a lot more realistic. For the shirt, it's usually silver, so let me see any silver color I can get. Um, Maybe galvanized. Okay, I think this is fine. This is the model of a simple electric motor. If you got some value out of this video, kindly consider liking the video for me. Do well to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos like this. Share with your friends. Comment down in the comment section below. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.